Hey everyone, Dr. Clendening. It's February the 4th, and I'm back with the weekly COVID update. So, what's happening with COVID-19 in Johnson County? Well, a few things. First, the county remained in orange for the second straight week, so that's good news. Our positivity rate continues to go down. This week, we were at 9.95%. Last week, we were at 12.35. So, you know what? That is a great indicator of how well things are going with social distancing, wearing our mask, and being diligent so that we can come back to school. So looking at coming back to school, we're going to continue to monitor the color code system in the state. And as soon as we see that gets into yellow, we'll be talking about moving into phase 4. And I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to when we can have phase 5, and that is everybody in school 5 days a week. But for now, we're still staying in our hybrid environment for grades 7 through 12, and we're continuing to move in that K-6 where everybody's back. Also, yesterday, the state released a lot of information about contact tracing and quarantine status, rapid testing, and a whole sundry of things. I want to thank Mrs. Martin, who set in on a couple different learning opportunities and seminars to learn more about those changes, because they are going to have significant impact as we move forward. First up is going to be on Monday, February the 8th, contact tracing is going to change. As long as kids continue to wear their mask and be in a classroom, there will be no longer the need to contact trace per the orders from the state. So we're gonna honor that, but you do need to have your mask on, and that's also only for the classroom setting. If we are outside in physical education class, or in the gymnasium for physical education class, or we are in band or choir, lunchroom, those things will continue to be contact traced. More information as this development comes forward will be presented to everybody. But I do think that's good news to kind of show that the virus is not as active, and that we are seeing some science come into play in that with regard to contact tracing. It's on the average about 1 to 3% of the people that get traced end up in that positive factor. So with that, that's good news, and we'll have more information. Regarding the other developments, we need more time to process that. We need to make sure that it fits our systemic thinking, it fits creating that safe learning environment, and it attaches to the 3 goals that we talked about: mitigating the virus, having a safe learning place for everybody, and growing everyone. So I'll continue to work with the teachers and the administrators and Mrs. Martin to deliver that information so that we can ensure that we are providing the safest learning environment. On to vaccinations. A lot of questions about when are teachers going to be placed on the list. I wish I had an answer, but I do have something I want to share, and that is on Monday night, I'm going to present a letter to Mr. Lamb and the school board asking that teachers be placed on the waiting list at least. You know, I've been talking about this for several weeks. You should be on the waiting list. I've encouraged all of you to call the county and get on the waiting list. And then I hear from the county, people are saying, oh, there isn't a waiting list, or you got to meet certain requirements. Well, what I'm gonna take it one step further, and with this letter, we're gonna send it to Governor Holcomb as well as Dr. Wagner and ask teachers to be placed on that list. It is vitally important that we get vaccinated. It's vitally important that we move forward to create that safe learning environment. And I think by having teachers on that list and the state acknowledging the importance and value is a really important part in our journey. And so that's going to happen Monday night. Also, kind of looking ahead with regard to where we're headed. Once we move into that yellow range for the state, then we're going to begin looking at coming back to school in phase 4. That's going to be the first phase up for us. And then hopefully we will see phase 5 as the school year continues on. We're looking at things kind of getting back to whatever the new normal is. But in order to have that happen, we still need social distancing. Please wear your mask and wash your hands. Hey, speaking of masks, I want to make sure everyone knows we do need to get mask breaks in. So if your kids are in there and they're asking to get a mask break, just run out, outside for a quick second. I know it's a little colder, or go into big open spaces, the gymnasiums, or in some places, the cafeterias where you can really spread out. Take your mask off and give the kids a break. Also, with regarding masks, the state will be sending new PPE to us. And those are going to be the KN95 and the N95 masks. Those are going to be the ones that we've heard a lot about, but I guess they have a surplus of them or a supply of them they're going to give to us. And those are going to start coming in. So if a kid forgets their mask at home, that's what we're going to be handing them to wear. So with that, those are the news and notes and updates with regard to COVID-19 and Franklin schools. I hope everyone is doing well. Before I close, I want to give a shout out to the school counselors. This week is National School Counselors Week. And many times, in many ways, it's for them to talk about what they do in a school to make a difference, to make sure individual student growth comes alive. But at this moment, I just want to say thank you to them. I want to say thank you for all of your hard work on the affective domain, on the social emotional side, and on the academic side. You all are rock stars. You mean the world to Franklin schools. You mean the world to the kids. And so thank you for what you do for Franklin schools and for our students. With that, I hope everyone has a great weekend. I will see you back here next Thursday.